Hello, Cancer. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, hitting the notification button, and sharing. Everything you do here helps this channel grow and is greatly, greatly appreciated. This is your tarot forecast for July 2022. You may have come here with some specific questions for your month of July. Please keep in mind that Spirit may have some specific direction for you or messages of their own for you to take with you into the month of July. So sit back, be open, be welcoming to the energy, and listen up. So we're going to start with the Energy Oracle, then we're going to use the Crow Tarot and then the Crow Oracle. So let's see what your energy is for the month of. So you're being guided to take action, but you're also being guided to rest and rejuvenate. And I want to say that I believe that the rest and rejuvenation is very important prior to taking action, because you're in a place of allowing the energy to flow. You're in a place of listening to the messages that are coming across. You're in a place of being rested and rejuvenated and ready to take action, whatever that action is, or to sit in a place of balance, to sit in a place of passion, to sit in a place of moving forward with your ideas. So I want to say that I feel that the end of June, it's going to be very important for you to rest yourself mentally and physically. So when July comes around, that you are able to be in the best physical strength, mental and emotional strength possible to step into July and do what you need to do or take action on what you need to take action on. So that is the cutting of the card. And now we have the attachment. And in traditional tarot, the attachment would be the Devil card, right? Something that you're attached to, something that you're unable to let go of, something that you feel that you have to hide away from people, or you have to wear a mask to be a certain type of way around certain type of people. It's like putting on airs. It's like people see you in a specific kind of light, right? And if you were to show them the real you, I think there's an underlying fear that they may not accept that. This also feels like you may be too attached to certain outcomes of situations, or you may be attached to certain situations that you're unable to move away from. And I think that's where the action comes in, moving away from things that you may feel too attached to, but they are not conducive to your happiness or your moving forward, whatever this is you're attached to. If it's the outcome of something, if it's a specific person, if it's a specific situation. You know, sometimes we get very emotionally attached to things, and we become so emotionally attached that we have a hard time releasing, stepping back, and letting go. And we allow that to kind of drag us down. We allow that to take our time and our energy. So there may be some things at the end of June, the beginning of July, that you may have to really release yourself from. Yes. So let's see what the Crow Tarot has for us today. So yes, there we have it. Walking away from an emotional situation that no longer serves its purpose, and other people trying to it almost feels like other people are trying to coerce you into, why are you walking away from this? What are you doing? Why do you feel like you have to? And you owe no explanation to anybody, Cancer. You know, you owe no explanation to anyone on why you're walking away from this emotional situation that you're walking away from. And if anyone owes an explanation, it's them owing an explanation to you on why they feel you need to defend your actions to them. Right? It's no one's business on why you're walking away from something that no longer benefits you. It's no one's business on why you're walking away from something that isn't conducive to your happiness. It's no one's fucking business on why you're walking away from something that isn't giving you as much as you're giving it. So don't allow people to bully you into constantly defending yourself, or defending, you know, your actions or your words or what you're doing or how you're feeling. It's just nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. Ooh, one card flew across. Did you see it? So we have the Page of Wands, right? And I think that's very interesting because to me, the Page of Wands is someone who is very passionate. So you remember we had the action card and we had the rest and rejuvenation card, and then we split the deck, and then we had the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So I feel that you walk away from whatever this is and you rest and you rejuvenate and then you take action, and that action is walking away from that emotional situation that isn't serving you, that's not conducive to your happiness or conducive to your forward movement, and you release that attachment that that particular thing has a hold on you. So you release that, and now you're very passionate about moving forward. Now it's all about screaming it to the world, right? I am able to release this. I'm able to walk away from this. I'm no longer attached to it. I'm no longer emotionally attached to it. I no longer feel imprisoned by it. I no longer feel I'm going to use the word enslaved by it, because sometimes we become a slave to our thoughts and our ego, and things that we try to hinder or things that we try to mask over, and we are not to the point of where we're so open to it that we don't give a shit about what other people think. And I feel this maybe has you kind of feeling like you're unable to do what you want to do or do what you need to do in order for you to be happy. And it's like being chained to it, right? But there is progress being made. There is this wonderful new opportunity that's coming in that gives you the go ahead to move forward into a time of passion, into a time of drive, into a time of creativity. So there's this luck is shifting. Things are shifting. Things are getting better. Things are looking up. Things are moving in the right direction. It's amazing how the energy shifts when we allow it to shift, right? So look at that. We have the World, but we also have the Tower. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is interesting that we have this attachment card here, and we have the World and the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Tower. So this is kind of what I want to say, Cancer. I'm married to a Cancer, so I'm not married. We've been together for 9 years, so we're kind of like married. So this is what I understand. I understand that sometimes Cancers are very gung-ho about making a change, but Cancers may also be procrastinators. And when opportunity arises, or when opportunity presents itself to some Cancers, not all, when opportunity presents itself, Cancers have some Cancers, I'm not going to say all, some Cancers have a way of procrastinating the movement, and then they miss out on the opportunity, right? So there's this opportunity of change, an opportunity of one door closing and another door opening, which is the releasement of that attachment in that Eight of Cups card, right? And we have this new money-making opportunity that's coming in. But for some of you Cancers, there's this inability to move forward out of fear, complacency, out of fear of failure, out of uncertainty of how it works out or how it's going to. Now, the Knight of Pentacles isn't that quick movement card anyway. The Knight of Pentacles is just all about things taking their time, something not being ready to move forward. But then we got the World card, which is one door closing and another door opening. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is luck is changing, right? And it seems like because it's not ready to go yet, because it's not ready to physically be put into action, there is this avoidance of walking through the door of opportunity that comes. And I see that happening a lot, not just with Cancers, but with other signs too, that if it's not physically ready to be put into action, and if it's not physically going to give me the rewards that I am looking for out of it, then I won't invest any time or energy into it. And when that happens, when you become too attached to the outcome of a specific situation, then that's when the Tower card rears its head and says, look, we have given you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to change your situation. We have put you in situations that had I'm using the word opportunity again, to change your living situation, to change your job situation, to change your relationship situation. But because you were too attached to the outcome or knowing the outcome before investing in it, you took a step back from it, and now we have this Tower moment, right? So try not to be, when you step away from that Eight of Cups, try not to be so attached to the outcome, or try not to be so attached to the what's next, right? Try not to be so attached to where do I go from here. Try not to be so attached to what if I fail. Try not to be so attached to what if I took these opportunities that are being presented to me, and I went and I moved, if that's the case, I moved, or I accepted this position knowing that it's going to be, I'm going to have to invest a little bit more time. What if I did all of these things and it failed and it didn't work out, and I had to come back to where I started with my tail between my legs and explain to people on how it didn't work out and how it failed, and I disappoint you and I disappoint me and I disappoint all of these people. And it's not like you're doing it for you, it's like you're doing it to prove to other people that you can, but you're so insecure about what to do and you're so attached to the outcome of it that you're just not going to do it at all. So therefore you miss out on these wonderful opportunities that are presented to you because of ego. So let's move on. So this opportunity does have the potential of turning into something absolutely amazing if you allow it. And the planting of those seeds, and the opportunity of really stepping into a time of abundance and creative power and planting seeds and birthing new ideas and walking away from old situations. And it's like this rebirth of self. This not only a rebirth of self, but a rebirth of old ideas that you kind of let pass you by, right? Because of the attachment you have to the outcome. And it feels like you're doing this here too, but what I'm telling you, Cancer, is please don't. Please don't. There have been times that you have requested to Spirit and Source, please, in your speech to Spirit, Source, God, I'm looking for something different. I'm looking for something new. I'm looking for something wonderful. I'm looking for this and this and this. I have to get out of this rut. And they give you the opportunity to get out of this rut. And instead of now being in a rut, now you're in your head. Now you're attached to the outcome of all of this wonderfulness. And it's not about the outcome. It should never be about that. It should be about the journey that you're on and the steps that you make to bettering yourself and your life and bettering who you are and enjoying this journey and making steps toward this turn of fortune and this prosperity and this creativity and this planting of seeds and this rebirth and new birth of you and the ending of the old and the beginning of a new chapter. But if you're just going to back away from it because you're too attached to, as I said, the outcome or the what's, the where's, the when's, the why's, the how's, then you're going to find yourself in a tower moment that is going to take you for a spin. Right? So you have to be honest with yourself. Are you ready for this change? Are you ready for this? You seem like you are screaming it to the heavens and telling the world about it. But when it comes down to it, are you? Really, truly. Really, truly. So let's see what the Crow Oracle has. We need a couple of cards, Spirit, from the Crow Oracle, please. Thank you. Ooh, it balanced there on my arm quite nicely. So community. So if you find yourself needing help, ask for help. This is about putting roots down, asking others for help, putting yourself, getting yourself, interjecting yourself around people who understand what you're going through and who are able to help you to make this transition from where you are to where you desire to be. People who are on your side, people that you don't have to defend yourself against, people who you don't have to make excuses on what you're doing and why you're doing it, and people who aren't going to throw shade on you or who aren't going to judge you if you have to try and try again. So now we're in a place of you making a commitment. I'm sorry. You making a commitment to this time follow through with what Spirit is offering you. Follow through with the change. Follow through from walking away from what isn't conducive to your happiness. Follow through with the wheel of fortune, the turning of the tide. Follow through with closing one door and opening another. Follow through with planting those seeds and investing in those wonderful ideas. Follow through with the abundance that comes from that. Follow through on that new fucking business adventure that you've been sitting on for how long now. Follow through with screaming your excitement and your creativity and your adventures out to the world. Make a commitment to follow through on all of it, because if you don't, there's going to be a tower moment, and the tower moment is going to be right in your face showing you what you could have had, but you refuse to move forward on it because you're so fucking attached to the outcome of something. You're so afraid of failure. You're so afraid of having to do it again. You're so afraid of stepping out on the journey that you're missing on everything that this journey has to offer. So chop chop, Cancer, come on, do this. It's all there for you on this beautiful silver platter. Spirit is saying, here you go again. Here you go again. Stop cutting yourself off at the ankles or at the knees or at the hip because of the attachment you have to the outcome, or the attachment you have to fear, or the attachment you have to not wanting people to see you vulnerable, or not wanting people to see you in a position of trying again, right? Whose fucking business is it anyway? Who cares what other people think? And that's the attachment you need to walk away from, giving a shit about what other people think. This has the potential of creating a new start and a new life for you, Cancer. Get on with it. Get out of your head and get on with it. So, until next time, know that you're divinely guided and loved, and take care of you.